Greetings, Hare Krishna. All glories to His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. My name is Jvala and I am here to continue a conversation that was started about 2 weeks ago on a video that I had released as a part of the Cost of Silence documentary that was put out at least a year ago. I wasn't expecting the overwhelming support and love that I received from all of you. So I wanted to, before I go any further, just really thank you all from the bottom of my heart for your prayers that I have felt. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And your well wishes, your calls, your emails, overwhelming positive feedback. Thank you so much. We actually had the video go viral in the first few days, which I was the most surprised about, and there were thousands of comments. Clearly, this topic is one whose time has come. Many of you are clearly very deeply thoughtful about the topic of child abuse in ISKCON. You've thought thoroughly about it, as shown by your comments, and are willing and wanting to do something about it. So this video that I'm making right now is to continue the conversation that was started. My purpose in this is to have very respectful and mutually beneficial discussions on the topic with a view to making a solution, which I know is possible. The purpose for these ongoing video discussions is A, protecting Krishna's children, period. The reason I am spending so much effort and time in making these videos is because I know that what happened to me in the past is not a thing of the past. We live in the material world, and the material world has come into this spiritual organization. I owe it to my children and my children's children to make sure that in their spiritual journey, to make it back home, back to Godhead, that they have a safe community to practice spiritual life, and that they are not abused in the name of the founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, that they are not abused in the name of Krishna, that whatever abuse they suffer, let it be, if it happens, not the way that it happened to us. Because, I've had people come up and say, well, I was abused growing up. Why are you making so much to do about it? Everybody gets abused. Yeah, well, guess what? The difference is, even if you experienced horrific abuse in your life before you came to Krishna Consciousness, it's an entirely different experience when your abusers are wearing tilak, saris, and dhotis, and telling you, while they're abusing you, that it's your karma that this is happening, and that Srila Prabhupada knows about it, and that Krishna knows about it, and you like it, don't you? Okay? That's called spiritual abuse, and it is by far the most violent, disgusting thing in the entire universe. Because the only thing that saves a soul from suffering is taking shelter of the bona fide spiritual master, the lotus feet of His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada and Krishna. And so much violence was done to us, the second generation, the older generation, that many of us don't even want to come to a temple. We don't want to hear the name of Srila Prabhupada because we associate our trauma with him. We associate our trauma with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is demon work at its best. However, I have been through this. I have sorted out the nectar from the poison. I often give the analogy of being served a beautiful plate of prasadam. You've got khichdi, there it is. You've got the beans, you've got the rice, you've got the vegetables and the spices. And in between, there's a whole bunch of poison and stool. Okay, now eat. How are you going to eat? You're starving. You need food. And yet it's laced. What do? Well, my healing process has been painstakingly sorting out all of it, all the nectar from the poison, It can be done. It must be done. Or these spiritual abuses will continue, and those who were abused will carry forward the patterns. And if they don't heal in this lifetime, they will carry them into the next life. And if the abusers don't come to their accountability, then I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt that the severity of the offenses for abusing Krishna's Vaikuntha children have the most stringent reactions possible because they were done in knowledge. I often ask myself this question, kind of incredulously, really. Did those persons who abuse us believe in reincarnation? Because if they did, what the heck? I mean, like ABC 101? Hello? What do you think is coming for you? Or are you so incredibly ignorant that you think that there's no afterlife? That's a longer conversation. But everyone can come to their healing. And I invite you to it. From whatever side, if you were a witness, a bystander, a supporter, an abuser, or a victim. Krishna consciousness works, and you can step out of the game. You can stop identifying yourself as any of the above and actually be happy, free, and Krishna conscious right here, right now. And I want to share with you the process for doing that. Okay? I promise you. On the other side of extreme suffering, where there are no words to describe it, there is more joy than can be even conceived of. I've tasted this, and it is my passion. It is my burning passion to share this with my peers who may find themselves struggling. One of my peers said something very, very telling, and I want to share that here. Two of my girlfriends were having a conversation, and one of them says to the other, why is our peer group of Gurukulis so dysfunctional? We're beautiful, we're talented, we're intelligent, we're creative. We love Krishna. What's wrong? We've got suicides. We have drug addictions. We can't seem to maintain healthy relationships, families, keep our families together. We have alcohol problems, anxiety disorders, panic attacks, and depression, just to name a few. What is going on? My life was just like that. I had lifelong issues that I thought were normal because I didn't know any better. But I'm so grateful that help was sent to me by Krishna in the form of some very sincere disciples of His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada, who helped me through the healing process. I've dedicated my life to this process of healing and want to offer that to all of Krishna's family.